Hey guys, welcome back to the 1975 Chevy C10 build. Today we are actually going to be continuing work on new cab that we just bought. In the last episode we finished up the rocker panels. We also finished this rocker panel as well. So we still need to weld up a few spots right here where the floor pan needs to connect, and we still need to do the cab corner as well. After that, it'll be ready to sandblast this thing, and we'll be ready to put the cab on its back so we could clean off the bottom of it and also sandblast it. So basically, we've been building a miniature 1960 Chevrolet truck as well. It's very small, so I believe it's going to be something just like this. I think it's pretty cool that we're working on a bigger truck and the smaller one at the same time. Maybe if we like a color on this truck, maybe we would end up painting the big real truck the same color. So hopefully that will look good on that. Also got new lights in the garage, so now it'd be better for us to weld with the bright lights. So I'll show you those. This is what we have. Those are the brand new lights, those two circular ones, and this is what it looks like right now with them off. As you can see, it's not very bright and it's hard to weld or to see where you're going to weld at. And this is what it looks like with them on. So as you can see, it's a whole lot brighter. You really probably couldn't tell on the camera, but it's a whole lot brighter. And it's a whole lot easier to weld in here now. I can't believe that we used to work in here without these kind of lights. So that's awesome. We could see and find everything. So let's test the sandblaster. I think it's gonna work, but we need to test it out, make sure how good it actually does. I'm pretty sure we're gonna test it out just like right there, make sure that it works perfectly fine. We're gonna be trying out the new works. We're gonna test out the new sandblaster. We got some of this black diamond sand powder stuff. It ain't sand, but it's powder. This holds 2 pounds.
We might have to get that harder stuff because it's taking a lot to get that paint off.
So we started fixing up the rocker panels. This is of us test fitting the newer rocker panel, and then we're cutting out the old one. So we are actually cutting out the old rocker panel with the brand new rocker panel as an outline. We put it on top with these clamps. So we're going to outline it with the angle grinder.
So how y'all guys like our new stand that we made for this contraption? So we custom made this plate at the bottom with this big pole. This thing weighs about like 100 pounds.
We're going to have to test fit this door and figure out if it would fit on the new rocker panels that we put, but it probably will because we tried to measure everything correctly. However, if it doesn't, then, we're going to have to redo some of the spacing. We want to make sure that the gaps on the door is perfectly stationed. We want to make sure it's perfect. So we just got the cab out of the garage, so now we can prepare it for sandblasting and also prepare it to be moved on its back so it could weld up at the bottom and clean that all out. This is actually really good. It also gives us enough room in the garage too for a little bit of that amount of time. And I was actually surprised that this mechanism down here actually works. Also, we can see a whole lot better now that the sun is actually on it instead of just the dark garage. Well, I believe that we have to clean out this anyway, and we're going to probably sandblast all inside too, inside the cab and everywhere on the outside, just get it prepared for primer and paint. I still don't know what color to paint this truck. I don't know what color to paint the cab, so we're just going to primer it, but we got to wait. And you can see that there's still a lot of stuff down here in this that needs to be fixed. We gotta fix the dash. We gotta get everything situated and fixed. We also gotta fix up the bench seat. Make sure that it's all perfectly nice to get into here. Okay, so we finally got the cab back in on its back, and as you can see, there's a ton of damage. So this is the new floor pan that we put in. You can tell by all the cuts and stuff, everything is rusted out except that part. And this is the original floor pan, and you can see a huge difference. Although that most of this is actually very solid, it's still got a little bit of rust everywhere, which we have to sandblast off. and then you can see where we have to cut a little bit and weld some more on the areas around the new floor pan. But down here, I mean, it's not really that rusty down here. It was just pretty cool. Ain't no rust holes. But as you can see, we're going to have to fix this whole side up. And then there's this huge gap right here we're going to have to fix, and right there. But that's actually pretty crazy. Got our welder ready, and now we're going to weld up some of this area spots. So we are actually going to be sandblasting this first, so it'll be easier to weld the spots. And so we don't have to keep grinding all the extra paint off to grind the pieces of metal. We're using eye protection. We brought out the big guns. This is the other sandblaster that we had. I think it could do a thicker grain or grit better than the other one. Hopefully it would be a whole lot better and actually get some of the gunk off, or the junk off.
First, I don't know what's shut and what's open.
after we patched up some of the bottom pieces on this side, we just stood it back up straight. So now we need to finish this cab corner over here. All it needs is literally like a little piece like right here. All this just needs to be fixed. So it really ain't that much. We'll see after the cab corner. We'll see if we could seal it up and make it good. That is a Mustang that is making that loud noise. Look, look. He doesn't even know I'm recording. Yep, that's him. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. We got pretty good progress done on the cab. And we got the whole left side finished. But after... we still need to do some of the right side, and after that we'll be able to seal the whole bottom completely and start sandblasting and getting all the dents out. So stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.